According to estimates by the Economic Research Service, nearly 30 to 40% of food gets wasted in the United States. This number is alarming. Nearly half the food produced will ultimately end up rotting in a landfill, and this is a devastating reality. But we can do better. So here are 10 ways to prevent food waste and green up our eating habits. Use all parts of the food. Too much of produce gets thrown away, but did you know that you can make a delicious vegetable stock with the parts of produce you don't usually eat? You can boil it to make a healthy and delicious stock used for soup. You should also make sure you've washed all the dirt off before you do this, but you can use the skin, top, roots, and peels of most vegetables. And a lot of people avoid eating ugly or misshapen vegetables, but these are perfectly edible. So try to make the most of the food that you eat by using all of the parts. Familiarize yourself with expiration dates. With the exception of baby formula, the FDA doesn't have laws regarding expiration dates on food products. The date printed does not always mean the food is no longer safe to eat. Before you throw out what could be otherwise good food, examine it. Is there mold? Does it smell? Is it meat-based, something that I would not encourage eating past its date? Consumer Reports gives the rundown on whether or not expired food can still be eaten. Commit to the meal. Whether it was cooked at home or ordered in a restaurant, resist the urge to toss out leftovers. Restaurant portions are often much larger than they need to be, which means the meal will end up in the refrigerator. It's never as good the second time, but committing to finishing meals will not only reduce food waste, but it will save you money too. Store your food properly. Did you know if you store onions with other produce, it'll cause them to spoil quicker? Or if you put vegetables and fruits in the same crisper, the fruit can cause the vegetables to rot faster? Knowing how to store your produce can help you keep it longer. It never occurred to me that I've been storing my produce wrong for so long. So read up on the best way to store different types of produce and grains and rice and other food products. Buy only what you need. It's easy to overbuy when grocery shopping. Sometimes I end up with extra food I wouldn't normally eat because of one ingredient in a recipe. If I have something in my pantry I don't use, I try to find new recipes to get all the ingredients eaten. My goal is to make sure everything is eaten before I go out and buy more. One way to do this is by buying in bulk at different stores like Whole Food stores and borrowing small amounts of food from somebody for a recipe instead of buying a whole amount. Plan your grocery trip. There are a few things you can do to green up your grocery shopping. Make a list so you know exactly what you're buying. Shop local and try to get as much as you can from farmers markets. Buy from bulk bins to eliminate excess packaging. Avoid processed foods and opt for natural and organic options. Having a meal plan ready for the week can really help you determine what you'll need. And meal planning is something new to me, but I'm trying to be more organized in the kitchen in order to avoid food waste. Also, take an inventory of what's already in your pantry so that you don't buy duplicates. Eat less meat and dairy. There's a lot of controversy that surrounds the meat industry for a number of reasons. One of those reasons is the impact it has on the environment. It's estimated that the meat and dairy industry accounts for 14.5% of global greenhouse gases. Part of the problem is deforestation to make space for livestock, and another problem is that cows and sheep emit methane gas on account of the specialized bacteria in the gut. By opting for a more plant-based diet or going vegan or vegetarian altogether, we can significantly lower our carbon footprint and be healthier. Cook more and eat out less. There are many reasons why we should opt for cooking instead of eating out. It's cheaper, it's healthier, but it's also better for the environment. Cooking at home means controlling the portions and not wasting any excess. Safety regulations, though necessary, often result in mass amount of food waste in restaurants. And the best part about eating at home, whatever you don't eat can be composted. Which brings me to composting. Do you have a compost bin? It's super easy. I love having a place to put my kitchen scraps, yard waste, and other compostable items. It's also great for gardening. Read up on all the do's and don'ts about what can and cannot go into a compost bin, but the general rule is things that decompose, particularly produce, is good. Paper towels, napkins, things that don't have plastic on them, but avoid meat, dairy, and oils. And finally, if you're not going to eat it, consider donating it. Food is one of the most needed items at charities, especially around holidays. There are some items that local food banks cannot take. Never bring opened food or cans that have been punctured or dented. Make sure you check expiration dates before bringing things in. Some banks won't take expired items, but it's good to call and ask first. The best food items to bring are canned goods and foods that don't require refrigeration, like apples, potatoes, and other fruits and vegetables. Following these tips is not only good for the planet, it can also save you money. So good luck out there, and let's make this the year that we reduce our food waste. Thanks for watching.